There are many cultural and philosophical ideas of what happens when you die. Ultimately, I cannot attest to which is correct, because I'm not currently dead. But I've always found it interesting to reflect on each as if it was the answer, and see what you make of it. Ultimately, there are 4 main ways to answer this question. The first may seem the most obvious to some. Before we were born, there was nothing, and after we die, there is still nothing. Reflecting on this view can help you to see the preciousness of what time you have now. It can help you to find value in the life and moments you're living right now. People who believe in this viewpoint are often nihilists or existentialists, but I recommend everyone spend some time contemplating this as if it were true to learn what they can about themselves. And I would recommend the same for the 3 remaining options as well. The second option is that there is some form of afterlife, but you only live once. In a sense, the life we have here is like the life of a child as it grows and matures, and what you're able to accomplish while you're here determines where you go when you die. Reflecting on this can help you to ask the question, am I living my life the way that I think is best? If I were to stand before a judge and explain myself, would I be proud of the person I was? Some versions of this option even include the previous option, being that there was nothing before you were born, and then you're judged after you die, and if you're found lacking, there will be nothing after you die. The third option is reincarnation, the idea that we live multiple lives. Some versions of this include some form of afterlife in between these lives. Sometimes there is even judgment, sometimes there's risk, but always there's a string of lives, one to the next, to the next, to the next. Reflecting on this, whether you believe it or not, can help you to question, who am I? If I take away this life, this shell, these memories, what really am I? The fourth option is that we are the All, or God. Before you were incarnated into this life, you were everything. And after you die, you return to everything. There are variations of this that include all the previous options. You could potentially be born from nothing, then live a life, then be judged as to where you should go from there, then reincarnate, then repeat the cycle of incarnation and afterlife, only to, after you've eventually grown to the proper understandings, become one with the All. Regardless of the level of sophistication that you give to this level, it leaves one gigantic question. Is my life any more or less important than anyone else's? I invite you to spend time contemplating each of these potential afterlives. You do not have to pick one, you do not have to agree with them. Simply sit in a space and spend time envisioning what it would be like if that were the answer. If you can find that you're living your life in accordance with what would be correct for you, no matter which of the options is true, then you've truly learned something great about yourself.